Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 5 and today we are going to do a presentation about the production of the English affricates and nasals. Before we get started, I would like to introduce ourselves first. My name is Zini Khairina Tamami and there's also my friend Arini Farhatain and Najla Askia. The first material will be presented by Zini Khairina Tamami. The English affricates. There are two affricates in English, namely ch as in the word cheap and j as in the word jeep. So it's basically c in Indonesian and j in Indonesian. Here we have ch and j. The sound is produced without vocal fold vibration and is, therefore, named a voiceless alveopalatal affricates. The sound ch is found in IMF positions. It has no allophone except itself. The spelling of ch can be ch, tch, or te, or if we read it, it can be ch, or t. The example is catch, chip, and butcher. In certain American dialect, the sound is also spelled with t, as in the word natural. In British English, the spelling is common. Tune, tube, and opportunity. The phoneme creates only an attic problem. Indonesians usually do not protrude the lips round enough, making the phoneme sounds like ts. However, this kind of pronunciation does not normally interrupt communication. It just makes us sounds foreign. Jadi di sini tuh dijelasin kalau orang Indonesia tuh kadang nggak bisa nyebutin kata itu dengan benar dan diubah jadi kayak gitu. Tapi kata-kata kayak gini itu nggak ngeganggu komunikasi di antara kayak orang Indonesia dan foreigner gitu. Cuman emang kayak kedengarannya foreign aja gitu. Nah, jadi contoh katanya itu yang biasanya dipronounce-nya salah sama orang Indonesia adalah cheap jadi chip, terus cep jadi cep, sama picture jadi picture. Kurang lebih begitu. The affricates j as in jeep and ch as in cheap are produced in exactly the same way as far as point and manner of articulation are concerned. That is, by having the tongue blade touch the palatal area just behind the alveolar ridge. The lips are also a little bit protruded. Unlike ch, the sound j is accompanied by the vocal fold vibration. It is therefore called a voiced alveopalatal affricate. Pembacaan kedua kata ini yaitu j dan ch ini sama, cuman bedanya adalah kalau misalkan j itu dia ada getaran di vocal foldnya. The sound is found in word IMF positions and it has no allophone except itself. Thus, we have job, major, judge, Jane, pager, and grudge. It is mostly spelled with the grapheme ch, but other spelling are possible as we can see below. With ch, we can get jet, job, and jump. With t, we can get the word graduate, graduation, and duty. With the ch, we can get the judge, budge, and badge. And with the g, we can get George, orgy, or magic. The English phoneme is rather hard for the Indonesians to pronounce. At the beginning of a word, our lips are usually not protruded enough. No phonemic problem is found in medical position at the end of a word. However, we find it most difficult, especially when another consonant follows it. Fonem bahasa Inggris itu sedikit sulit untuk orang Indonesia buat dipronounce-nya. Salah satu contoh kata-kata yang sulit untuk dipronounce antara lain adalah encouraged, discouraged, managed, and privileged. Sekian penjelasan dari saya. Slide selanjutnya akan dijelaskan oleh Najla Askia.
Okay, I'm Najla Askia. I will continue and explain this slide. The English nasals In English, there are three nasals: as in make, n as in know, and as in sing. The nasal if we compare the way the sound is produced with that of b, we will see that they are both produced by having the two lips in contact with one another. What makes the two different is the manner of articulation. Jadi ketika kita bandingkan bagaimana cara suara itu dihasilkan dengan b, kita bisa melihat bahwa keduanya itu dihasilkan dengan dua bibir yang bersentuhan sama lain, atau bisa disebut dengan bilabial. Yang membedakan keduanya itu adalah cara artikulasinya. Okay, let's see the picture, the figure 3, the contrast between and b. The sound is always accompanied by the vibration of the vocal folds, making it voiced. The sound has no voiceless counterpart. It is for these reasons that the sound is called just bilabial nasals. Since all nasals are voiced, there is no need to add the word voice here. Jadi, bunyi ini selalu disertai dengan vibration vocal folds, sehingga dapat bersuara, dan karena semua nasal itu disuarakan, jadi tidak perlu menambahkan word voice here. The spelling is mostly with but can be doubled as in word medial positions. In final position, it can also be written as or b. Thus, we have words such as money, common, claim, and lamb. The phoneme is virtually a universal sound. That is, it is found in almost every language. This phoneme does not constitute a problem for Indonesia learning English. Jadi fonem ini sebenarnya itu merupakan bunyi universal atau bunyi yang ditemukan di semua bahasa. Dan fonem ini pun tidak akan menjadi masalah bagi orang Indonesia yang belajar bahasa Inggris. The nasal sound is produced in the same way as the. That is by putting the tip of the tongue on the alveolar ridge. Jadi, bunyi ini dihasilkan dengan cara yang sama seperti suara d, dengan meletakkan ujung lidah pada alveolar ridge. The sound is called an alveolar nasal. There is no need to mention the word voice since there is no voiceless counterpart. Jadi suara ini tuh disebut dengan alveolar nasal dan tidak perlu menyebutkan kata yang bersuara. Let's see the figure 4. The contrast between n and d. It is spelled with n, which can be doubled in word medial position. In word final position, the n can be followed by adding a, thus forming n. For example, nice, canteen, and hen. Jadi, yang dieja dengan n itu yang dapat digandakan pada posisi tengah kata. Pada posisi akhir kata, yaitu n dapat diikuti dengan ditambahkan e, sehingga akan membentuk n gitu. Oke, slide selanjutnya akan dijelaskan oleh Arini.
Okay, I'm Arini Farhatayin. I will continue and explain next slide. The nasal. The nasal is articulate in the same ways as that is by putting the back of the tongue jaw on the palate. The palate does not touch the upper part of the throat. thus allowing the air streams to escape through the nose. Meanwhile, the song is spurred by having the air stream come out through the mouth, as the phlegm does not close the nasal passage. The nasals diartikulasikan dengan cara yang sama seperti yaitu dengan meletakkan bagian belakang lidah pada velum. Velum tidak menyentuh bagian atas tenggorokan sehingga memungkinkan aliran keluar melalui hidung. Sementara itu, suara dihasilkan oleh udara yang keluar melalui mulut karena velum tidak menutup saluran hidung. There is no outro in the initial position of a word in English. We have words such as sing and song, but there is no word ngis or ngos when the sound is found in the medial position of a word. Jadi di sini tidak ada yang terjadi pada posisi awal dari sebuah kata bahasa Inggris. Memiliki kata seperti bernyanyi dan bernyanyi, tetapi tidak ada kata ngis atau ngos. Ketika suara ditemukan di posisi tengah sebuah kata itu milik suku kata sebelumnya. So, hanger and singer are cut into hanger and singer, not hanger and singer. The problem with this rule is that there are exceptions. We have longer and longs, which certainly can be cut into two morphemes, longer and longs, respectively, but the pronunciation is not with but with longer and language. The sound is spelled with as can be seen below: king, kingdom, ring, singer, bring, hanger. Indonesian speakers have no problem with this English phoneme. English speakers learning Indonesian, however, do find it difficult to pronounce the Indonesian words ngopi, ngomel, and ngumpet, as this word begin with the phoneme. Di sini, masalah dengan aturan ini adalah bahwa ada pengecualian memiliki lebih panjang dan terpanjang yang tentu saja dapat dipotong menjadi dua morfem longer and longs masing-masing, tetapi pengucapannya bukan dengan tetapi dengan longer and longest. Suara dieja dengan seperti yang di bawah: king, ring, bring. The general rule is that if the word can be cut into two morphemes, that is two meaningful units, the pronunciation is as in singer, singing, and hanger. If it consists of one morpheme, that is, if it cannot be cut into two, the pronunciation is Jadi di sini the general rule is that if the word can be cut into two morphemes, aturan umumnya adalah bahwa jika kata dapat dipotong menjadi dua morfem, yaitu dua unit yang bermakna. The word finger, for instance, cannot be separated into two morphemes. In other words, finger is not derived from finge and or. Conclusion: with regard to nasal, we say that English has three nasal consonants, M, N, and N, and all of them are voiced. They have no allophones except themselves. Of these three ones never occurs at the beginning of a syllable or a word. Indonesians have no problem with this part, but English speakers learning Indonesian will have a problem with the part when it occurs at the beginning of a word. Conclusion masuk ke dalam bahasa Inggris, yaitu bahasa Jermanik yang pertama kali dituturkan di Inggris pada abad pertengahan awal dan saat ini merupakan bahasa yang paling umum digunakan di seluruh dunia.
That's all from us for today's presentation. We are so sorry for the mistakes that we have made during the presentation, and we are also hoping that our presentation will be useful for all the viewers here. And thank you so much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.